Okay, so the time has come to start chinking the cabin finally, and I'm out here today by myself just to get an idea of exactly how this is going to go. Try to get a system down. I think I've got all the tools. I think I have all the supplies. I'm going to get out here, mix up one bag, and brush the logs off, mix up the bag. Try to do as many rows as I can with one bag to get an idea of how many bags I'm going to need to complete the cabin. So yeah, let's just, I guess, dive right in. Okay, so the first thing I did was I got a couple cheap little tools, a steel bristle brush, and a little painter's tool that Kent, I don't think this is the same one he told me to get, but I liked it because it had a flat edge on one and a curved edge on the other. Not that I'm probably going to use that, but at any rate, I'm just going to go through and kind of brush off any bark that is going to get in the way of the mortar sticking to the log. Definitely going to have to sharpen this. So moral of the story is spend the extra 5 or 10 minutes per log to really get all the bark off when you're peeling it, or if you're using a pressure washer or something. Take a little extra time and really get all the bark off, because this is a step that we could have avoided had I been thinking far enough ahead. It's not terrible to do this, but it's going to add an extra, I guess, 5 or 10 minutes per log now. It's a little more tedious than using a big draw knife. Okay. I'm not a mortar cement guy. I've mixed it a few times in my life. I really don't know. I have an idea of the consistency. I'm not exactly sure how to achieve it. And to top it all off, I bought this liquid Color Fast from Menards, tan, and you're supposed to add one of these per bag, but they're pretty expensive. I'm going to add half of one per bag, and just to give it a little bit of a different tint other than the gray. We'll see if it works. Thinking now might be a good time to add the color. How many ounces are in a pint? I second guess myself. I've been drinking beer for the last 20 years. 16 ounces in a pint, 8 ounces in a half pint. I need 8 ounces. How many ounces in a cup? 8 ounces in a cup, right? 1 cup, 8 ounces. All right, 8 ounces, so I need 1 cup of this mixture. Don't tell Katie I'm using her kitchen measuring glass. Right. 1 cup. That's about right. Oh man, this stain does not mix well. It is staying pretty well to itself. I'm gonna have to really mix this stuff up. Good news is I think I got the right consistency. what I need. Bad news is the stain is still very evident where it's at. Okay, so that's that like that. If I turn it sideways, stays to the very end. Maybe a little runny, maybe perfect, I don't know. But we're gonna give it a try. Okay, don't judge me. Let's see here. First of all, pull the price tag off my brand new tools. Alright, so if I get it up here like this, I think that'll work. Somewhere on there. Oh, that did not work at all. Let's try it the other way. There we go. Kind of gotta smash it on with your hand. Oh boy, I'm not good at this. I got a feeling I'm gonna get better. Yeah, so one bag is not gonna go very far. Just based on how this is going so far. Oops. Losing half of it to the ground. Feels like a good consistency. Oh boy. I don't know if any of you guys know who Noah Bradley is, but he'd be cussing me out right about now. But I like it. Looks good. Gotta figure out how to not lose half of it to the ground every time. Suppose that means my mixture is too runny. This one here is a pretty big gap, and the lab has maybe a bit more play in it than it will in some of the smaller gaps. I think the key is to keep the trowel fairly clean when you're going back over it like this. Maybe I should be maybe I should be waiting to do this until the end. Get all the way done with the run. But I don't want it to set up on me. Doesn't look terrible, right? It passed for homemade. So really the key is just you're going to use a crap ton of mortar and just jam it in there the best you can. Yes. Okay. Well, this is almost one bag just to do. You know, probably end up being 6 feet of 8 or 10 inch gap. Definitely need to mix it better. I can see the grays and the browns separate. But maybe it'll look cool when it's all dry. So the key is, from everything that I've been told, is to get that top edge adhering to a clean surface. No bark, no dirt, no moss. And that's the bond that's really most important. And then Come on. Kind of get a nice clean bond along the top. That prevents water from dripping down in and getting behind. And then the bottom, at least on this first row, I'm just going to kind of let it run out and overhang. Still try to get a nice clean seal down there, but I don't think it's as important, especially on this very bottom log, because the water's just going to run down and out. Yeah, it looks nowhere near as nice as my friend Kent's cabin that I showed in the last video, but I'm going to say not bad for an amateur. Alright, so one row completely done. A lot of lessons learned. I've got about 3/4 of a bag of mortar mixed up because I ran out. I think we'll probably be able to get 1.5 average size rows out of a bag. So that's the math I'm going to go on. Got about 3/4 left, so I'm going to try to get this row done. It's a fairly skinny row. And then call it a day. Today was more of a let's figure out how to do it than let's get it done day. Alright, so I'm not going to lie, that is some hard work. The bigger gap was a lot harder than the smaller gap. The first mortar I mixed was a little too runny. The second mortar I mixed was a little too dry. The lessons I'm taking out of this today is for these regular size gaps, rather than using a trowel, just grab a fistful, smack it in there, use the back of your hand to kind of get it flat, do maybe a 4-foot section of that, then go back with the trowel and kind of fill in the top and the bottom and make sure it's all weatherproof. Seemed to work out pretty good. This second row here, I didn't get as much smoothing done on it with the trowel, and honestly I kind of like it. I know it's maybe not ideal as far as letting the water roll off. You want it, the smoother the better, and I understand that, but I kind of like the look of it a little bit better like this. And again, it's not a house, it's a sugar shack, so I think I'm gonna do the rest of them kind of like this rather than smooth. I don't know if it comes out on camera, but so anyways, that's it. I'm going to figure on 2 bags to do 3 full rows, and I'm going to have to go to the store and get some more. Alright, thanks for watching.